Hello everybody! Today I'm going to be answering some of the questions that I got on my Instagram. The first one says, I love your business and page. How long have you been an entrepreneur? So I've been self-employed because I don't know what's like the definition of an entrepreneur, and I don't really like the word. So let's say self-employed. Way before I finished the university, I was studying industrial design in Córdoba in Argentina. I decided to start going to different conferences. Yeah, I was very interested on this subject of urban art and graphic design and motion graphics. Apart from the university, I decided to start drawing and illustrating. This was around 2007. Yeah, there was not a lot of work back then, so I decided to basically start giving classes. I was doing character design workshops. I was selling also my art. I was drawing and making stickers and selling my stickers. I had products in different shops, and that was like basically my income. It was mostly from workshops. I had a lot of students, people that were from very different backgrounds, people that were interested in learning how to draw, how to improve the technique of their illustrations. I guess it has been since 2007. I put aside the university for a few years because I really wanted to do something to take out my mind out of all the pressure of the university, and it was like the best choice. When I started to give classes, I felt so fulfilled with all my students. It was like really nice. The fact that people were leaving from the class with a new knowledge, with a new technique, and I realized that I really liked to do my own thing, that I didn't want to be just an industrial designer working in a factory. On the other side, I also didn't want to create more products because it was like not so much environmental friendly to just make things so that people will buy. Even though now I make products, but all my products are print on demand, and that means that they only print what they are going to sell. I'm not like making and then trying to sell. I think there's a big difference. The second question is, how do you stay motivated when you don't feel motivated sometimes? Well, I always feel motivated, but if I don't, I go for a walk. Nowadays we can't because it's a quarantine. Here the rule says that we can walk for 10 minutes and do grocery shopping, but it's kind of weird outside. It's like a little bit apocalyptic, and I prefer to stay home as much as I can. It is not the most motivating time now, but when I wake up, I do affirmations, I meditate, I also do yoga at home. I have very well curated feeds for everything, for Pinterest, for Instagram. I don't use Facebook, and I stay informed on the things that I'm interested in. I like a lot to hear audiobooks also. I discovered now Louise Hay. I really like the book You Can Heal Your Body, or You Can Heal Your Life, I don't remember. And if I don't feel motivated, I just do something different. Whatever is your profession, to stay motivated, the most important thing is don't dedicate full time to anything, because the most important thing is for you to feel happy. So if you are all the time working and looking at a screen, looking at your phone, answering emails and calls, then it's very hard to stay motivated. It's important to have time for yourself, to work out, to move the body, to be outside if it's possible, when it's possible, and be with friends, talk to the family, talk to the people that you love. How to expand my social circle. It's not so important to have a big social circle. It's more important to have people around you that you really like, that you really love, and that people that when you're with them, you feel your best. There's a lot of questions about the iPad. There are a lot of questions about what tablet I use, what pen I use, how is the process of drawing. So I'm going to explain you. I'm using an iPad that I have here in this beautiful case. This is the iPad that I have. It's an iPad Pro. I don't know the size. It's like small, and it's pink. It's very cute. You don't need an iPad Pro to draw. You don't really need an iPad Pro to draw. I just like it. This is the pen that I use. It's an iPen. You charge it like this. Then here you can see how much battery you have. This is the app that I'm using. It's called Adobe Draw, and you can use it with all the software of the CS. So this is the way the app looks. I don't want to make a tutorial, so you have like different brushes. You can export as a PDF, very easy to use. Not a lot to say about it. I like Adobe Draw because it's different than Procreate. All the files are vectored. With Procreate, it's JPEG, so it limits the size while printing, and I want to have options to make bigger sizes if I want. And also it doesn't correct the trace. It's much more work to make perfect shapes, but it's more genuine, and that's what I want. I want a genuine trace. There's another question related to how I draw. Do you draw on the words or you use another program? I made a font. This is my font, and I did it on a website that you can create on your own phone that I don't remember the name. If I remember, I will put it in the screen. It's pretty easy to use. I made a few fonts, different fonts, because I like to type. But let's say in this one, I wrote on the drawing. How do you connect your black outline so perfectly without the brush leaving a white mark? So a lot of work, a lot of years of drawing, a lot of practice. I draw every day. I've been drawing every day since I'm 4 or something. I don't know. I never stopped drawing. So that's the way you get to do everything better and better and better. Like, you improve only with practice. There's no other way. If you like to draw, it's not going to be a hard work. It's not going to be an effort. For me, it's not an effort. I need to draw every day. Like, this is not an option. Like, the same way that I need to move my body. Like, no alternative. Like, I really want to do it. It's a lot of work, but if you like it, it doesn't feel like you're working. How do you feel in color in the black outlines without going over the black? The way to do that is using layers. I have a layer for everything. Layers. That's the secret. Your favorite art piece you have done? The last one. It's always the last one. Because on the last one, I get to improve techniques that I didn't have before. I'm having more and more fun. So it will be always the answer, the last one. What's your inspiration for your wall? Sometimes I will see a phrase and I will find it very interesting and I want to share it with people. Sometimes I just like come out with some phrase that I like. It depends on how I feel that day. That's why I don't create content before. I create the content for the day and I post it every day. So it's very genuine. I feel that I'm connected with what I'm feeling right now, and a lot of people are feeling kind of the same. When did you start creating? I've been doing things since I'm very little. I've been drawing things like forever. I don't know when I started creating. I've been doing drawing, painting, making for a very long time now. It is part of who I am. So the last question I'm going to answer says, I've just started drawing in the iPad. Tips and tricks. Explore and try things. There's not so much to say about it. Tips to use the iPad, I don't have a lot. You just can look at my other videos. When you watch other people drawing, you can understand what the other person is doing and what's the process. That will kind of help you understand how to use it. Yeah, basically just have fun, explore, try. I've been drawing with the iPad for like 3 years now, and I keep on discovering new things and I keep on evolving on my own style. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more videos like this, just let me know. Whatever it is that you want to know, you can just comment and subscribe if you like it. Stay safe and stay healthy. Try to have a routine that will make you feel inspired, motivated. Don't watch the news so much. Stay informed, but not too much. Enjoy this time to be with the family, to be with the people that you love, to be inside, to organize, to clean, to do these things that you didn't have time to do before. Let's keep on being positive and enjoying life.